So my name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. We are a 501c3 corporation that provides technical support to other nonprofits. And we do this in three ways. One is to work with new nonprofits in preparing the legal paperwork for them to become a nonprofit. The second is providing assistance to existing nonprofits in building their capacity to serve their clients. The other thing we do is provide services in communities that are crime infested and drug infested. We provide those services to those neighborhoods and provide what we call a community comprehensive initiative. In addition to that, we also provide services in how to start a nonprofit. So let's get started with some of the training. Hold on one second while I try to maneuver this bar right here. So we empower poor communities to design their vision. That's very important. We also do community empowerment and create safe neighborhoods. Now, to date, again, we provided our services to over 2,500 nonprofits, government agencies, faith-based groups, individuals, businesses, and others. To date, we've worked with over 350 nonprofits to get them started and providing the paperwork in 10 different states. So let's talk about the training. Well, some of our training, and this is very, very key if you want to be successful, our first type of training is CEO training, training the person that has the organization with the skills necessary to run the organization. We also provide board training, business plan development and workshop, critical thinking and technology. And critical thinking is very important to be a successful organization as well as technology. The other thing we do, and this is very important, is how to cut the deal. We call it deal making. If you are an organization, how do you deal make with investors, with lenders, and with developers? Next is capacity building and organizational development. We build you to that capacity from what we call a starting emerging nonprofit to an intermediate nonprofit to what we call an advanced nonprofit. An advanced nonprofit is that nonprofit has operation. It has staff on the ground. It has a building and those other things that make it operational. Community comprehensive initiative. We also provide services to neighborhoods that want to develop a holistic approach to how do they transform their community to a better community. Theory of changes and logic model is another service that we provide. That's critical because in order for you to create a change, you have to understand the model that we call critical thinking. Program development and evaluation, that's another service we provide. Community mobilization and buy-in. We also do what we call wealth building and teaching individuals generational wealth as well as communities how to build wealth. The other key components to running a nonprofit is financial management. You have to be in a position that you know how to manage your organization from a financial perspective. We also provide what's known as strategic and tactical planning, network and collaboration. This is key. You cannot act on your own. So what we teach is how do you connect with politicians, to businesses, to bankers, to investors. How do you dialogue with those people to network in order to increase your capacity? And finally, this is important. Important. We teach you how to build power. In addition to that, and the last thing we do on this particular training, although we provide way more training, but under this particular training is we teach what's known as social enterprise. You're going to learn a little bit more about social enterprise as we move forward in the class. But what you should know related to social enterprise is that you can't only depend upon grants to fund your operation. You actually have to create businesses that bring in money that allows your organization to operate. Now, how do we create changes? Well, we use what's known as a systematic, programmatic, and strategic model that empower communities to rebuild themselves from the inside out. We use what's known as a new generation, new school approach to empowering residents of poor communities. So, in a nutshell, that's what we do. Today, we have a total of 20 that's going to engage in this class. Uh, this for the next 5 minutes. Can I get a feel as to what type of nonprofits do the participants who's currently in class, what type of nonprofit do you want to get started? Anybody can jump in.
My name is Jeffrey Amos, and the name of my business is Black Treasurers Investments, and my nonprofit is for land development and real estate, and we want to do some affordable housing
Good, good,
options in the city of Tampa.
good. So you're in Tampa. Is there anybody here that's not from Tampa, or anybody here that's from another state, or wherever the case might be? Just jump in and tell me what type of nonprofit you want to get started. Anybody else want to jump in? Okay. Anybody going once? Anybody going twice?
This is Toya.
Okay.
So my nonprofit is basically counseling, mentoring. I'm actually building men's support groups.
Excellent.
And it's called Going Into Pieces Movement.
Excellent. Excellent. Next, please. Anybody jump in. Going once.
Hello, my name is Jennifer, and I'm in Pinellas County. I'm about to relocate to South Carolina.
Good. I do work with people out there too. I'm all over the place.
The nonprofit I want to build is focused around, families, empowering families as far as shelter and as far as if I can incorporate being a foster parent as well.
Well, you can. Once you create your nonprofit, you can do just about anything as long as your vision permits that.
Okay.
Okay. Next, please. Anybody want to jump in? Going once.
Hi, my name is Therese Mathis. I'm actually in Orlando.
Good. I do work there too.
And I'm still deciding on my nonprofit, but I know it's mainly to focus on helping African American and brown kids really make it to college, right?
And it's needed. It's needed. Big time. So, next, please. Next. Going once. Going twice. And it's not mandatory that you wave in as to what type of nonprofit you're doing. What's most important is that you get the knowledge that we're about to share with you. So here's what we're going to do. We're about to go ahead and get the class started. I'm going to